class. I'm going to tell you that. I've been for 64 years now. I'm very, very proud of it. I'm one of those guys that has been through lots of different things. I was raised in Springfield on a little dairy farm down there where my dad milked cows and raised tobacco. And about 6 of us were purple flashes, all 6 of us. I went to Caneyville School, the other Caneyville School down the road, all 12 years. I can't thank those teachers enough for what they've done for me in terms of helping me with my education, but more importantly, maybe helping me with my career. I went through lots of jobs. Then I went to Western Kentucky University and majored in agriculture and animal science. And again, I had great teachers that basically helped me build a passion for what I do and where I work. I had several jobs throughout my career, traveling all over the country, and ended up basically being a farmer out here at the edge of Caneyville. Farmed there for 20 years until in December of '98, I was in the pig business. Pigs got so cheap that my wife said, "You've got to get a real job." And Commissioner Beeler Smith at the Department of Agriculture gave me a job. That was 20 years ago. I went to work there, worked 16 and a half years. And then about 3.5 years ago, people started calling me in agriculture to listen to. And then the governor's office called. I go over there once, I go over there twice. The third time, I go in with the governor. I said, "Governor, I'm not a political guy, I'm an agriculture guy. I'm really not looking for a job." He said, "Warren, that's why you're here." I thought that was a good answer. Then I noticed he had this sleeve thing on his hand. I said, "Governor, how'd you hurt your hand?" He said, "No, I tore that ligament in my thumb." I said, "How'd you do that?" He said, "I was playing freeze tag with the kids." You know, the governor's got 9 kids. You know, I raised 5 kids out here. I can remember running from the barn, pushing my kids down in the yard so I could beat them to the house. Not that the governor would do that, but you know, if he hurt his thumb, he was trying to win. And I like people who are competitive. I like people who like to win. So I went to work for the governor. And I will tell you, I was so scared to change jobs at 60 years old. But I tell you a little secret. I have learned more the last 3.5 years than any 3.5 years of my life. I wish I could take you with me and show you what I see every day in terms of agriculture. You're going to have an agricultural field trip in the gym today. And it's amazing. Who would have thought 25 years ago that the #1 industry in Kentucky in agriculture would be chicken? I maybe like chicken. Everybody. Chicken nuggets in particular, I'd say you guys. You know what's interesting? Is that today, these chicken barns, we get ready to build 100 more chicken barns. It's going to be twice as big as the next biggest industry, which is horses in our state. In 34 days, a month, we have a 4-pound chicken. You know how we control those chickens? You know how we control that barn? From our phone. It measures how much water those chickens drink. You want to change the fans in that barn? We do it from the phone. This is agriculture, 2019. The other day, we helped a man buy a robotic milker. Anybody like robots? We got robots milking cows. Milking cows. We started in my lifetime, my dad's lifetime in particular, we were milking cows by hand. And now, you don't have to go to the barn to milk cows. We got robots. The cow, old Bessie, comes in, she gets milked 3.2 times a day. Normally we just milk cows twice. But Bessie can come in anytime she wants to come in. 3.2 times a day, she gives 12 more pounds of milk a day, she's lasting longer. Old Bessie's the boss cow, it feeds her in the robot. She comes in and gets milk, she figures out that I didn't get enough to eat, so she goes around and comes in again. It knows by the computer around her neck. Bessie, you got good milk, kicks her out. If Bessie doesn't come in, it texts you on the phone. Go get Bessie. Bessie hadn't been milked. It even measures the temperature of the milk coming out of the cow. 1 degree above body temperature, it texts you. Bessie's sick. We know she's sick before she knows she's sick. This is agriculture. This is science. This is math. This is agriculture in 2019. You get over to the crop side. My dad, when he started farming, you know what he was farming with? A mule. Following horses with a plow through a field. Today what we do is we soil test the ground. We figured out what it needs. We put that data in equipment that's controlled by satellite, GPS. You go over a poor piece of ground, you put less seed. You go over a great piece of ground, you put more seed. You make a trip around the outside of the field with the tractor, and you turn the steering wheel loose. GPS auto steer. First row's crooked, they're all crooked. We don't double a spot, and we don't waste a spot. This is agriculture in 2019. It's amazing. The most interesting thing about my job is that all the things we don't know yet. You know, God put all these plants and animals on this earth for a reason. We haven't figured out exactly what all of it does yet. There's a cure for cancer out there in some plant, in some animal. We haven't found. We got a new product coming to Kentucky called hemp. Hemp, it's amazing. Seed, hemp hearts, hemp proteins, stuff that makes people feel better. Fiber. 1 acre of hemp will produce as much paper as 4 acres of trees. When we have to produce more with less, doesn't that make sense? And then the CBD is making people feel better. We need the science. We need to know what it is. So much in agriculture we don't know. Now the thing that is most intriguing to me about my job is all the things we don't know. All the things that basically deal. And when people walk through the door at my office in Frankfurt, I don't study the project, I study the people. People make things go, people make things not go. One thing I've always noticed, when people walk through the door, the ones that are going to be successful and get along are the ones that have a passion and excitement and enthusiasm. They like it. They like it. They love it. So you guys, find something you really like. And it makes it so much easier. The second thing you notice about people is, I've never seen anybody succeed unless they knew how to work. With me? My dad said being lazy was worse than stealing. You hear me? My dad said being lazy was worse than stealing. It's the same thing. It is stealing. And you know what? It's what you do when you don't have to do anything that matters. Success is earned. So you've got to know how to work. The third thing we see is, I call it patience, but actually it's becoming a good listener. You know, the most important people in the world are teachers. These folks right here. Because every generation has to learn everything over again. If you could start where I am now, or where I could start where my grandpa was at 90-something, we will have to, but everybody has to learn it all over again. ABC, 1, 2, 3. So, you cannot miss a day not learning something. It's okay not to know everything, but it's not okay not to learn something every single day. I don't care if you're 9 or 7 or 6 or 90. Learning never stops. So don't waste a day not learning. The last thing I see, call it just a good old positive attitude. I call it believing in yourself. When people walk in the door that think they can. And people who think they can't, won't. I judge a lot of livestock shows. That's one of the things that's my hobby. I don't golf, I don't fish, I don't hunt. I judge livestock shows, and I've done it for 43 years in 43 states. People just like you, showing stock. Well, I was judging up in Germantown, up on the Ohio line, Kentucky. I was judging lambs. A little girl came in, she's about this tall, kind of chunky with glasses, just as cute as she could be. And she had the nastiest sheep in the history. She had a terrible sheep. And I mean, it didn't take no expert judge to see that the sheep was bad. I'm going down through there and I'm handling her sheep, and he's just as bad as he looks. I said, gosh, you've been feeding your sheep good? She said, yes, sir. I've been sneaking out of the night and feeding it extra. I said, I can tell. I can tell. She said, I know he's too fat. My daddy told me he's too fat. This is my first time to show. I said, well, you're doing fine. So you're the judge. What do you do? Cute girl, bad sheep, where does she place? Last. And I could tell the crowd was nervous for this little girl. What was Beeler going to say about this sheep? You couldn't say anything good about it. It's almost like God tapped me on the shoulder when I got down there and I said, ladies and gentlemen, this little girl told me it was her first time to show. Didn't she do a good job? The crowd stood up and clapped for the little girl who got last. Her mother come and hugged me around the neck. Usually when you put them last, they're going to hug you around the neck. It's not that kind of hug, though. I learned something that day. I learned something as a judge. It's just as important how you handle the bottom two as how you place the top two. And if you look hard enough, there's a win in every loss. You just have to find it. Now, the one thing I can't stand, now listen to me, the one thing I can't stand is when you lose, you pout. I hope everybody in this room has a chance to win. Because winning does something for you, it's all over you. It makes you feel good about yourself, respect yourself, and when somebody offers you something you shouldn't take, like drugs, you're proud enough not to take it. But when you lose, losing teaches way more than winning. When you lose, you've got to figure out what you did wrong. If you go off and pout and don't figure it out, you make the same mistake again and again and again. You can't handle that. Be able to learn from losing. Life's not fair. Life's not a bit fair. When you get out here, you're going to get knocked back. Happened to my family. I married Miss Dee Dee 37 years ago. Wonderful lady, teacher. We started having kids. We had 5. Our youngest daughter, Abby, was born severely handicapped. When we had her, we thought the world had ended. How could this happen to us? We were feeling sorry for ourselves. We were pitiful. We were pitiful. She's 28 now. She can't walk. She can't talk. She's like an infant. But she loves me all the time. She don't sass me. I don't have to worry about who she's running around with tonight. To be honest with you, she's not near as much trouble as all them other 4 kids I raised. What looks so bad turned out to be the most wonderful blessing our family could have ever had. What looks so bad turned out to be the perfect child. December of '98, I told you the pig business got really bad. And I had to start over at 43 years old. I was embarrassed. I was ashamed. I was too proud. 20 years later, I stand in the gym in front of all you guys, the connection between the governor of Kentucky and agriculture, my thing I live for. What looked so bad 20 years ago turned out to be a perfect job. How does it get any better than this? Don't let anybody tell you. Don't let anybody tell you because you're from Caneyville, you can't be anything you want to be. You hear me? My son Ben came right through this school. He has a PhD. He's Dr. Ben Beeler. A PhD in nuclear and radiological engineering from Georgia Tech. He got his postdoctorate at UC Davis in California and UC Berkeley. Do not tell me that you guys can come through Caneyville and you can be doctors and lawyers and plumbers and welders and anything you want to be. You hear me? The only thing keeping you from being that is you doubting your own self, and there's no reason to do that. You hear me? God gives us talent. Life gives us the opportunity to develop that talent. So please, please, don't waste a day. Congratulations, you guys. I'm a proud Caneyville Purple Flash and proud of it. Thank you.